December. December is coming. So December is coming, right? So it came. Okay. I know how am I gonna do this. Okay. So it all started, bruh. There we go. It all started in November 25 last year. So it was Monday morning, and I wake up. I was expecting something because I just had something came. I have a new I have a new M.2 SSD and a new graphics card. Yay! Oh my god. No, I remember doing this for like the entire January. But anyway, so I was thrilled, you know. I was thrilled. I have a new graphics card and I got new stuff for my PC. Let's go. Now, I've tried the graphics card. First thing I did is the graphics card. So I'm gonna install the graphics card now. And then something went wrong. Turns out, so this graphics card has a 6-pin PCIe. I have 6. So I was like, well, guess I might not be able to use it. You know, maybe I'll just use it in the future. So I went and used the M.2 NVMe SSD. Yes, it's 2 fucking terabytes, baby. Oh my god. And that's the last time I have smiled that entire week. That is the last face that you're gonna see. So I was going to yes, I was going to what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the entire system. I'm gonna clone it into the old one because I'm using an SSD too, but I'm using yeah, the older one. What is it called? 3.5 millimeter SSD. I'm gonna the I'm gonna clone it into the new one. So yeah, whatever. And then I'm gonna delete the entire thing on the other one, and then make it into a what do you call it? A storage one. So yeah, that's the plan. So that's what I did. And then this happened. This happened. So I was like, my heart sunk. I was like, there is no way, right? There is no way. So I restart the PC, and I got this. It is not detecting something. So, what am I gonna do here? So whenever I boot it, no, whenever okay, I forgot the thing. Whenever I try to make the M.2 as a primary boot, so this is the the BIOS stuff. It becomes like this. It gives me the blue screen. So what I did is I took the other system from the spare PC, the one that I used last stream. yeah, I took it from there and I put it in this PC, and still it becomes like that. It still doesn't read it for some reason. For some fucking reason, it does that. So yeah, that's what I did. I went to the other PC, the spare PC, and I, download the stuff. Then yeah, what's up, MT? Yeah, I went to find stuff how to fix the PC. So what I'm gonna do. So here's what I did. I went there. I went to the other PC, and I got the old storage. I mean the old system. The 3.5 SSD. So it was a storage by now, right? So I put it back into an OS. I made it an OS again. So I boot the PC, and then of course I put it back into the primary stuff. But I still got this. It still doesn't read for some reason. I remember I couldn't even go to the BIOS. That's the one damning thing about this. For some reason I couldn't go to the BIOS. Here's one thing too. Whenever I press the button, it goes like this. It kind of like repeats itself. Okay. Now you press a button, and then it does that. It kind of doubles up until what do you call that? Up until it floods. Whenever you press a button. But whenever I press the button, it doesn't do that. And so this when I have concluded that the motherboard is broken. I mean, yeah, because it doesn't read stuff. It doesn't read my, what do you call that? My keyboard, my mouse, and stuff. I couldn't even go to the BIOS, so I have no idea what's happening up until this point. So that I've concluded that the motherboard was broken. Unfortunately, at this time, I am also broken. So yeah. So and then yeah, the last stream I did was on the 28th of November. It was the last week of November. Hello. Oh, you just missed the story. Yeah, you just missed the story on how I fucked up my week. That's why this is the model now. I just streamed to say like I'll be gone for like a few weeks. So one reason is that I'm trying to figure out stuff what I'm gonna do. The second main reason is that there's a lot of events in my family that is gonna be up. So December is coming. So December is coming, right? So it came. So December came. Oh man, I'm so good. So first week of December. Oh, by the way, December is it's gonna be very busy. So that's what I said the last stream. And yeah, so it did. Because at this point, people, my relatives from the States, the US, came. Is my grandma and my auntie, and then my other uncles, because my sister is gonna get married. So in the December 4th of December, I got sick. We're gonna leave. We're actually gonna leave. So the event is gonna happen on 6th. Before I got sick. That's very nice. Alright, so on December 5th, we were on our way. We're on our way to the venue. So so I accidentally dropped my ass on this part of the car, because because we were gonna like we stopped for we stopped over for to have lunch in, to somewhere, and then I dropped my ass literally on this part of the car. So the pain persisted for like, I don't know, 2 weeks or more. Is the car all right? No. So yeah, it was actually this part because we were sitting at the back. So it was literally ass to ass. It was my ass and then the car's ass. So I got defeated for some reason. So we went to the Airbnb and the Airbnb was fine. I like the design layout, but the build quality is shit. So yeah, that's basically. Oh yeah, the Airbnb is also the venue. Hey, that is same day. The event didn't pass without some drama. During that night, I was with my cousin. By the way, we were That's what we're doing. We were watching Asmon go. We were up until like 3 a.m. We only have like 3 hours of sleep. Cause it's not that we're doing it because of like or like some reason. We just had Coke. We just had soda, and we can't sleep, so we're just like watching. So the first week of December, okay. So the wedding passed. It was great, but yeah, I was like, I don't really give a fuck because we only had like 3 hours of sleep. I mean, it's not my wedding though. I was just there. Next day, we checked out in the Airbnb. We were on the road, right? Yeah, we were on our way back home, and we were like, we haven't had lunch yet, so we went to the mall. Then I realized that we haven't showered yet. So we went to the mall. This is the first time we went to the mall without showering. The only one that showered that day at the Airbnb was my mom and my dad. And yeah, the rest of us, me, my uncle, my auntie, it was basically my dad's siblings and my grandma. We didn't shower that day. I mean, at least that time. That was the first time I've been to the mall without showering. And then the next day after that, uh, we had to pack for another event. We're going off long. We're going off to somewhere, and it's gonna be a long drive. So at this point, I was kind of tired because we were like going like. I don't like traveling. Traveling is very tiring, especially for me. December 8th, you're on the road. I was tripping. So at approximately at 10 p.m., we were on our destination, which was my dad's hometown. So December 10th, people are going busy. Yes, people are very busy. And me, for some reason, I'm not having it. I'm kind of tired because I don't know. For some reason, this happens to me, especially when I'm not doing something. I have this like I get tired whenever everyone is busy. It's like the energy kind of like I kind of absorb it for some reason. Because whenever there's an event like this, I'm not busy. It's just them. Especially when I'm not on my own home, because I don't have something to distract me with. So yeah, I'm tired for some reason. So at that wait, was it that time? Oh yeah, it is. So that was December 10. At that time we had like this lunch. By the way, we had like what is this? Pork barbecue. Then we have some vegetables with that. And we have Coke, not that Coke, this one. And yeah, that was the first meal of the day around 3 p.m. That was very nice. Pork barbecue was good, by the way. And later that day, so the back of my head is kind of getting warm for some reason. Not my whole head. I mean, kind of like my head. My head is kind of getting hot, especially at the back of my head. But my body is shivering. It's kind of getting cold. My lower body. I mean, yeah, not my head. This is the same time, by the way. This is like constantly happening. And I'm getting palpitations. And then the back of my neck. So the nape part is like that part. Kind of pop, you know. But the popping sound. The popping kind of like, the reason for that is because I have like, up until this point, I still have that. But the reason for this is because I have like tense. This part is very tense. I have tense shoulders. So after the pop, I was like, I was feeling very hazy for some reason. So I was like, I'm okay. By the way, I never told anyone this. So whatever happened here, no one knew. Everyone is kind of busy because we were having dinner. Because we have guests. There is one thing I didn't tell you. We have two Americans. We have two white guys with my uncle, and they're our guests. You know, it is two white guys. So yeah, we're gonna have dinner with them. So what I did is like, I drank a glass of water. Not really a glass, it was a lot, kind of like a lot, but yeah. So I drank water, and then I didn't really meditate, but I tried to like power through it, you know. This is my anime arc. And then finally I get a chance to like lay down. And then I just did this, and I was like, I'm fine now. So I powered through it. And by the way, I think that time I had a high blood pressure. I think that's the first time that's happened to me. So yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Okay, this following current events are gonna be like, you wouldn't even believe that this happened. So I get up. I went to the toilet. I went to the bathroom. Because I remember I was gonna pee, I guess, or I was gonna take a shit. I don't really remember. I was gonna do either of that. So I went in. I was at the door, actually. I was at the doorway. Then I see this guy glaring at me. So he was like, "Oh, mukatte kuru no ka?" So what I did is like, I closed the door and I went back to bed. And that's what happened. Next day. This is the whole week what happened. So we left home. We left Manila. And then this is the part where my blood pressure like spiked up. And then the following day after that, after this day, it was an event. It was like a picnic or a reunion. Yeah, we have a suckling pig, but it was shit. Then the next day was rest, and then the 13th I bargained with my sister. Then 14th we went back to Manila, went back home. Okay, so what is bargaining with my sister mean? That's what it is. So on December 13th, this is the bargain, right? So I turned on the internet for the first time in a few weeks, and then I found out what the fuck is Elden Ring doing? I mean, from software. So it's like I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is this? I was just gone for like a few weeks. Then now I saw this. I'm pretty sure no one expected this DLC. So my uncle was like, "Oh yeah, I've got an idea." So after this, so he was like, "Let's travel up north." So my face is like, "What the fuck?" Because at this point I don't want to travel anymore. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I was like, duh. Shit, I gotta do something before you drag me off to somewhere. So I was like, that is what I did. So I go to my auntie and I ask, I don't want to travel anymore. So she was like, go ask your sister, go ask your sister if they don't have any appointments or something. They don't have something. They don't have errands. Because we were here, by the way. We were still at this point. We were still at the my dad's hometown, their hometown actually, and also my sister, because they were newlyweds, right? So we have to like introduce their family to our family. So yeah, so that's also the reason for the reunion. So I was like, okay. So this is where I implemented what I learned from making manga years ago. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, I used to make manga back then. So I talked to my sister. I was chatting because they were in a different house. They were in a certain Airbnb. So I was like, and by the way, this is the actual translation of our DMs. I was like, gonna have plans 18 onwards. December 18 is what I'm saying. Just like, why? Like, I need somebody with me at the house. And they're heading up north, and I just don't want to travel anymore. Is what I'm trying to say. But she was like, okay, I'll go with them instead. And she did this emoji. So I was like, okay. She said yes. That's how I know her. December 16, we were having we went out to go have dinner. Oh no, this is not dinner. I mean, anything is a dinner. This is lunch, by the way. This yeah, it's a hotel resto. It's a rooftop something. It's called a roof deck something. And the resto is up top of the hotel. So because it's up top, it's also quite pricey. So I was going to order a steak because I saw that ribeye. So, oh, yeah, they have a ribeye, yes. Although it's kind of pricey, yeah. our kid is gonna pay for it. I'm gonna get it. And then instead I get something. Because the ribeye was gone. It was not available. I mean, of course it is not. I was like, oh my god. So instead I got this. It is also a steak, but it was I forgot what it's called. It was a one thing where there's like it was on top of the bread, and then there's like a chimichurri sauce right on top of it, and it was a few slabs of bread. So my dad took the other one. I was kind of complaining because he took the other slabs. I was like, oh my god, he took my steak. And then I tasted the steak, and it's like, man, thank God he took the other one. I almost didn't finish it because I wasn't into it. Imagine if it was a slab of meat, then I would have enjoyed it. You know why? Why do they have to make it in bougie? I don't like that. So there's this one steakhouse. It's not really a steak. It's a steak place that we used to like go. It was. They also have a. They have like what do you call that? An unlimited steak. Yeah, they had that. It was like below $20. It was literally better than this. It's like around $50 more, I guess. So yeah, I got scammed. I was like, eh. I mean, at least the club chowder was good. Yeah, that's a club chowder, by the way. It was really good, but it was very filling though, because it was a big bowl. Alright, so this happened, right? So after this happened, by the way, right. So the reason why this happened, so yeah, the popping thing kind of came from I have a tense shoulder. Kind of wanna have a what do you call that? Kind of wanna fix it by going to getting a massage, but haven't done that yet. So all of this is because of stress, right? And I don't really like. And whenever we were um, in my dad's hometown, I didn't really have like a proper sleep, I guess. Not only the sleep, the potty. Yeah, I can't really use a bathroom properly. And also before that, I have my PC broken, so kind of take a toll on me. And I have a IBS. I don't know if I have an IBS or I have an LBM, because whenever you have like a diarrhea or something, right? Whenever you don't really feel good, but whenever you don't, you have this like whenever you drink water, you take a shit after that instantly. And the reason why I thought that it was not diarrhea, because the shit it wasn't the watery one. It was like it was a firm one. It has meat. it has contents on it. So yeah. This took a while, by the way. So all I need, this whenever we got back home, I drank a lot of water. Now yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Every time I drink some water, I go take a shit. But here, can go to the bathroom like properly now. Then I get a proper sleep. Well, not really though, but it was better. By the way, that's my bed. I had like drawers here and stuff on my bed, and also I drank a lot of this. I doused myself with a. Do you guys know Yakult? So it's a. What do you call that? It's a yogurt drink. It's a very famous yogurt drink. I really like that. Although there's this one brand that it's called Delight. Kind of prefer, but kind of like the bigger bottle, like a 400 ml bottle. But this'll do. I drank a lot of this. It's all of this. Slowly, I got back into shape. This is a literal picture, by the way. This is not drawn. This is my IRL pic. Okay, so on 18, that's when they traveled back up north, and I was not here, by the way. I mean, I was not with them, thank God. And then onwards, it was the preparation was for my mom's 60th birthday. It was a surprise, surprise birthday that I almost fucked up. I gotta remember this. So what happened is that. So I asked my auntie, okay. So I was like, do we need to cook rice? So she was like, okay. I kind of forgot that too, so please do it. So she was like, she replied. They were on their way home. So I was like, and then she was like, okay, call your great aunts, by the way, for it, because my mom's aunties, to like for the party and stuff. It was a surprise, by the way. So I called my aunt, my mom's sister, and I was like, can you call them, because I don't know their phone number, right? And my mom's sister knows it, so I was like, so I called her, like, can you call Granny, the great aunts? So yeah, so I was like, yeah, I forgot to tell that, please, it is a surprise. That's my mistake. It is a surprise. Please don't tell anyone. Just do it. Just say it's a surprise. So they was like, so she called him, and so what happened is, like, they called my mom. So my mom, they were like, why should we go to your house? What's up? It was so yeah, it was almost ruined. So my auntie was like, the one that set up the surprise, is like, she was like, they were not talking, and still my mom was clueless, and she replied to me, because we were having dude, what the fuck? I shouldn't say what the fuck, because she doesn't curse, It was like, I said it was a surprise. Your great aunt called here to your mom. I was like, what? It's like, oh shit! It didn't even occur to me that they're gonna do that. So, I mean, it was still a surprise, So this is the auntie, right, with my grandma. She lives in the US with my grandma. That's the one that set up the birthday. By the way, this is not my mom's birthday. They left during Christmas, literally Christmas, and then we went. After them leaving, we went to out of town again. We went back to my dad's hometown. So this is December 26th. Oh my god, this one. For some reason I was car sick. This was early on. I think we left for like 5 a.m. We went for like 5 a.m. and for some reason I was car sick. I have no idea why. But before that, I have ants in my bed. You do not. Oh my god, this is so unreal. I cannot believe this happened. So I felt them, right. I was sleeping, and then I kind of felt them crawling on me. They were like, they bit me all at the same time. I was like, how? Why? If you're gonna pass, if you're just gonna pass through, just pass through. Just don't fucking bite me. Why? I was like, why? I was sleeping. This is literally like 1 a.m. So instead, I went out of bed, and then I slept on my PC chair because my PC chair is is a reclinable. So I slept here. I slept there. So and then we left. For some reason, I was like, yeah, I was car sick for some reason. I don't know. I was like, I don't want to puke because I haven't eaten anything yet. You know, when there's nothing in your belly, when you haven't eaten yet, and then you're very nauseous, and then you puke. That is going to be like horrible. So I try not to. Thank God my dad bought me a chewing gum, so it kind of saved me. And also, we fetched my cousin. This cousin is she's the main reason, I guess. No, she's the reason. No, she has business with us. That's why she came here with us. I'm not gonna imply, but this is her business trip. So the reason why I like being with her, she brought her gaming laptop. Yeah, and I brought games with me. So that night, like a devious man that I am, I made her play Dark Souls 3. And if you haven't played Dark Souls 3, this game is harder than Elden Ring and Dark Souls 1. Favorite game, by the way. So she managed to get through the first boss. It didn't. For some reason, she doesn't rage. By the way, she doesn't rage. But I can tell you that she was not having it when she was playing this. And she was like, "I'm done." Last time she died, it's like, "I'm done." And then I played the rest of it. Alright, the next day, we went out again. I didn't even notice that. Oh, sorry. I didn't even know that we're gonna go out. Oh no, I did know, but I didn't. Yeah, I have an idea, but I wasn't sure. So I was fine. It was fine. You know, I had a good sleep somehow. We had breakfast. We left for around 10 a.m. You know, yeah, it was kind of hot. So I was sleeping the whole trip. It wasn't really that long. We weren't out for that long. So we went to this place called Dagupan. So the reason why we went here is because my uncle was looking for a certain treat, some goods, because he's from Canada, and he so there's one thing that you have to understand about Filipinos, right? Every package that they're gonna bring whenever they and then it's just sweets, you know. And then this caught my eye. This is my favorite snack from the childhood. It was basically, so dilis is basically an anchovy. So what this is like a fried anchovies with a seasoned with chilies and caramelized chili powder. So it's sweet, it's savory, it's fishy, it's spicy. No, it's not really spicy. It looks spicy, but it's not. The only thing I regret from buying this is like I didn't buy like more. This is like this bottle is like a 700 ml bottle. Okay, so there's that. I was saving like the whole bottle for like the entire trip. Alright, so this is my mom's actual birthday. So there's the day. So I was like, okay, we're gonna, cause the party already was done, right? So I was like, okay, we're gonna go out for your mom's birthday. So that's what my dad said. So it was like, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready. Just tell us, you know, cause they went out. And then he's like, I just get ready or something. It's like, okay. So I wore this. This is my only weeb shirt. It was a Goku shirt. It was a really good shirt, by the way. This is my only weeb shirt. It's like, so Goku's like right there, and there's like Ultra Instinct. I think is Ultra Instinct the blue-haired Goku? Yeah, whatever. I forgot. And the reason why why I wore this is because nothing in particular. We were going in a Chinese restaurant. But I'm so good. That's why I wore it, because we were going on a Chinese restaurant. Okay, so that day it was it was raining. Alright, so the next day whatever. Okay. I'm not really a fan of what do you call that? Dragon Ball, but yeah. So I was the next day I was sneezing. By the way, this is the 29th. Oh no, this is the 30th of December. At this point, I was sneezing like the whole day. And then 31 came. So I didn't actually see this coming, but so I made my dad watch the Vinland Saga. This is very surprising. I mean, the surprising part is that he actually finished the first season. And he said he actually liked it. So the reason why I made him watch is because he said, I was like, he told me if I watch the, what do you call that? Kingdom. I was like, is it? I was like, what do you mean, the Japanese one? I was like, so he was like, yeah. And that was based on an anime, but I actually like. There's a reason that why I watched with my sister the anime, the Kingdom. The animation was pretty bad, but the story is really good. So we didn't care. So I literally made him watch it. He was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And he was like, the only thing that I didn't like it is that it was anime. Doesn't like anime, but he likes the story. So So the question is like, is he gonna keep watching after that? I have no idea. But knowing my dad, probably not. Because he doesn't really like anime, but who knows? Sometimes he gets bored. So later that night, he doesn't like anime. Where did he go wrong with you? Well, he wasn't there whenever I was growing up. No, my sister likes anime. That's why. Yeah, I'm not a weeb. Remember that Goku shirt was my only shirt, my only weeb shirt. That was given by my aunt that I haven't seen for like my whole lifetime. She just gave it to me all day. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so later that night, while everyone is celebrating the New Year's, it is whenever you have to understand that the reason why, if I was able to stream, I will never gonna stream probably on this time, because everything was loud and everyone is playing music. That's why even if probably I could stream, I won't. So meanwhile, while everyone was having fun, I was sick. I was having a fever. Remember, this happened. This is the last day of December. I also got sick the first week of December. But the difference between then and this time, my head was pounding. It hurt so much. It hurt so much. I went to bed for like around 7 p.m. So yeah. Then I kind of woke up because my mom woke me up to like drink medicine. And I was kind of hesitant on doing that, because here's the thing about having a fever. Fever is really good. Having a fever is really good because it's kind of fighting it. Did you get COVID? Nope. Just it was a seasonal sickness. And we were going out for like the whole December, so, and I don't go out for like a lot, so it was stress and some other things. So yeah, I was very hesitant. I need to like pull through this. I was like, yeah, this is good. I was like, my head hurts. So I was like, man, this is good. This is good for me. And then yeah, I finally drank some medicine. Like it's one of those headaches where whenever you try to eat food, you can't eat, because it's like whenever you like try to like swallow food, it's like you get nauseous. It's one of those, like, but yeah. So December was not very nice. December was kind of rough on me. I had to censor it because I don't wanna risk it. So yeah, December was kind of rough on me, but it's okay, because regardless, we got cash, baby. We got cash. We got something out of it. We pulled through. and we got cash, baby. All of those, all of those days were worth it. Yeah, man, I love art. Man, I need to do this art because I haven't drawn hentai for like a long time. Anyway, that drawing is crazy work. Not really. I mean, the slideshow was really good. Yeah, I've thought of this whenever I was on the last trip. So I was like, oh, maybe I should do that when I get back. If ever I'm gonna go back. I don't know if the story is gonna be good because it's just, it's just whatever. But I just thought of that. Maybe it will work. So, first day of January. So, my sister came with her hubby. The newlyweds came to say, greet like Happy New Year's and stuff. So, my brother-in-law was like, "Yo, let me look at your PC," because he's an IT graduate. And, I was like, okay. I remember I was sick, I was fine, by the way. I was at this time. So that night, so it's like my sister was like, so they opened the PC, they turned it on, and it was like, yo, bro, it worked. By the way, my brother-in-law didn't say this. I just did it. I just put it. So my sister was like, "Yo, it actually worked." So I was like, "Nani? Oh, Nani!" Nani! Then I stormed upstairs. So it turns out, so we searched why it happened. All of that was it happened. Turns out the M.2 doesn't support my motherboard and processor CPU combination because I was using this motherboard, right? The Gigabyte A320M. Yeah, it was that. It only supports like the AMD Athlon series, whatever. So I'm using a AMD Ryzen 5 3600. I was using the CPU, so it didn't make the cut, is what I should say. So I was like, oh, guess I'll buy a new motherboard then, because we couldn't figure out, but it doesn't boot. The M.2 doesn't boot, in this that's why it doesn't work. So the problem is not the cloning, is that because it doesn't support. So what I did is that, oh, there's one thing I didn't say. So the reason why I was able to like delete the other one, because after cloning I tried to boot to the M.2 M.2 SSD to like delete the other system to make it a storage one. At that point it was working, and then it didn't work. So the reason why it works, because turns out the SATA SSD, you need to have it as a primary operating system, as a boot, for you to get to the other one, for you to be able to use it. So the other one is like a gateway or something. It's like a house, It's like you know, there are some houses that has a gate, you know, before the door. They have a gate, you know, it's like a fence, you know. You know, there's like gated houses, and then for example, this is the gate, and this is the actual door, actual house. So you have this, you need this for it to get to this. It's like, yeah. So now it kind of looks like this. Whenever I boot the PC. So now I'm using, no, this is not Windows. This is not the actual. This is an example, but both of these are just Windows 10 because I'm not using still 11. I'm still not using that. So I'm now using two operating systems in one PC, and the other one is I'm using for. So that's it. The new one is I'm using for stream, and the other one is I'm using for like a personal use. So now it works like that. So it's like, yeah, I don't have to buy a new one. And then after that, I know it's a problem now, so it got fixed. So after that, this is now the first week of January. I was like I was just you know, just trying to like doing shoppings and stuff. I was like buying stuff. So I bought this controller. I bought that, and then I was fixing my setup because my sister moved out of the house, so I took back what I originally was my room. Oh, and by the way, this is my setup now. I am now officially I have now a second monitor. So yes, finally I can now see myself. I can now see my stream while streaming. Yeah, I have two screens now. Yes. Okay, and then the iPhone is in the middle. If you can see that right there, that's my setup. That's for the vtubing stuff. And then after that, after I fixed all my stuff, I now started working this one. Yeah, that was like the whole thing. I was like, fuck, how do you draw again? Yeah. It was kind of rough whenever you don't really draw for a while, you know. I did it little by little, you know. Yeah, and the end. So that's it. That's what I did when I wasn't streaming. By the way, you guys want to see the blurred one? This one. Man, I am so proud of myself that I did that. I was gonna make it much more worse, you know, much more elaborate, but you know,